It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. There he goes to the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this time.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The gift to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line.
First and 10. 1st 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 and 10. 1
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the direct snap, it's Dahl. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
A little release to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Release to the back. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. That's caught. It's Dahl. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it, fires to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's O'Neal. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Brings into the open.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Quickly complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone.
Will take over 1st and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle. It's high. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw on first down. All by himself. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
He's got him. Creates a little space. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rhodes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
It's complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
At the 47-yard
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there, get it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, gets picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He breaks a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He wants to change this route. Might be looking to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Finds his man. It's O'Neal. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's gone. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receiver. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10+ yards.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. Oh, look out on the right. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dawg. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Turns it on at midfield. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive kick.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
LSU 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll go to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Fires complete on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown LSU! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Direct snap. Running to Green. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level, and all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Dahl. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch it? is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass. It's on target and complete. Can't get him to the ground. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw out.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Got the back over the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, trailing late here in the fourth quarter, what an effort. Catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Just feeds the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Finds his big tight end. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's That's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Gamecocks enter the final minute with the lead. Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
The Gamecocks are back. See you.